think that there's a lot of young women out there who are chasing the dream, and they might not really have what is valuable in perspective. And I think a lot of girls are chasing the guy with the rims, or the guy that has this kind of money, or this or that, or whatever going on. And I think it's unfortunate, because that's not where the value lays. And so I wanted to make a cautionary tale for young women to kind of encourage them and influence them, and to say to them, you're worth so much more. And just, you know, just to be a positive influence for young women. I have a real heart for young women, and I just want to make films that touch people, that have spiritual undertones, and that change the face of black cinema, and not just follow the same formulas, but kind of switch it up a bit. And yeah. Baby? I love it. I got family in New Orleans.
Hi, I'm Vanessa. It's JC Show from New Jersey. Now, when I was growing up, you know, I grew up on sitcoms, so it seems like the new generation's growing up on reality shows. What do you feel about that?
I think she was saying about she grew up in a lot of sitcoms and stuff like that, and there's a lot of reality TV kind of taking over the airways. You know, I think that when the game was canceled initially, it was a huge mistake, because we didn't have any shows like that left that had such a huge fan following, and the people appreciated that was good TV. And so I think at the end of the day, as long as you know, we have people like Mara and Celine making it possible to continue with that, I think inevitably we'll come back to again, what I personally view is valuable.
It's definitely cool, because it's been a minute since we've had a show where we can call our own and, you know, talk about it within the history of good times, different strokes, 227, amen, and the Cosby Show. But it was long overdue, and I think that, you know, BET doing what they had to do to kind of support us and make it a point to house us. A huge testament as to what the show is about, and what the show is. So you know, I'll never stop saying thank you, and you know, I think the game's going to be here for a while. I mean, it definitely has a lot to offer, in a sense where we're getting a bigger fan base every year, you know, and BET running the show to get everyone caught up and just familiar with the show has been big.
I think, you know, when speaking of, you know, shows when we were younger, for me, the thing that allowed me to know that there were doctors in the world, because in Alabama there weren't many black doctors that I saw, was the Cosby Show. And the thing that made me know that relationships between, you know, a man and a woman could work at the age of like 8 was Martin and Gina, you know, showing us this. So what reality has really done has broken down a lot of the value systems that producers can implement to the rest of the world to show a culture doing. There's no real responsibility with reality. It actually goes against type of good character, good judgment, and things like that. So I'm hoping and praying that, you know, people like us produce things and start a new generation of television and film for the people that are younger than us to come up and look up to and see that there's a world outside of their own hood, their own community that exists.